Hello Live Wires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today's video was inspired by Jay. Jay sent me a couple of videos of these really super cool carabiners. I'll link up the videos below. They were much more complicated than I've made, but I made some simplified versions of it. The one with the spirals a little funky, doesn't quite work as well, but the basic one works super well, and you just kind of push it in. It's got like a spring, so you could put a keychain or some beads, and then you spring it and you can hook it on a purse or anything like that, and it just goes back like that. So I will show you how to make this with 16 gauge wire. This one was made with the Beadle-On 16 gauge tarnish resistant brass. So I have about 18 inches, and about 5 inches from the end I'm going to just give it a little bend here. So we're just going to bend it with the flat or the round pliers. You can start it with the flat pliers and just get your round pliers in there and just make a nice kind of little loop here. So we're just going to hold it with the flat pliers and bend it back just like that. And now we have to make the curve. So to make the curve, you can use a Sharpie or a Crayola marker. This has a nice size on the end, and just hold this in place. Make sure, pinch this in a little bit if you have to. Hold this in place with your thumb and then just bring it around, both of them together. Just bring it right down. You're just going to hold it with your flat pliers just below this hook here. So just a little bit, about maybe 1/4 inch underneath it. Hold it in place and then take the shorter end and wind it around. Kind of hold it and push it around and bend it around about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, depends on how long you've cut your wire. And it's nice if you try to do a tight bend. So we're just going to bring it around there. So we'll just give that one a little clip, and then you can just get your bail making pliers, and at the bottom just decide where you want to do the loop and just hold it with the bail making pliers, and you can go around 2 or 3 times, and that'll go straight up like that. And then we'll get our round pliers, and just where it's going to bend through that way, we're just going to take these and bend it out. And then we want to hold this and bend it back in. This makes the hook part, so just bend it back in. And then we're going to bend this up a bit too. So we're just going to take that and bend it up, so it makes that kind of shape. You can adjust this with your flat pliers, bend it a little more, squish it in a little bit more, however you like the look of it. Is we're going to make a little bit of space in there. So take our round pliers, just spread this a little bit, these two here, just spread it out, stick the round pliers here, and then just bend it back up. This one too, stick the round pliers in there and bend it back up, and that'll make some space in between those 2 wires. So now the idea is you want this to go beyond there a little bit, and so again we'll get our either flat pliers or round pliers. I'm going to try with the needle nose pliers. So just hold it like a little beyond this one here. Hold it with your pliers and bend that down. We can just turn it around so we can access it more. So just take this one and bend it down. And you could even pinch it in a little bit. So it's just going to go like that. Now we want to wind this one around here. So let's just open it up so it's going to be easier to access. You could even like kind of spread it if it's going to be easier. Hold this with your flat pliers and then just bend this one around. And you're going to see you're going to have to wiggle it around a little bit. So we're just going to bring it around. There's many different variations you can do with this. This I'm just going to try to make it look very simple. And then you can always like make fancy little spirals and stuff inside if you want. So this is just the basic design. We're going to go around and then go around as many times as you want. So I went about 5 times, and then we'll clip it. And then you want to pinch that one in a little bit more. Just pinch the end in. And then now you're going to have to like adjust it a little bit. So you might have to bring back your looping pliers, stick it on there. If you don't have the looping pliers, you can use a pin or something cylindrical. Just adjust these a little bit if you have to. If you have steel wire and the tools that are strong enough to do it, steel wire would be even better, but this is fine, for at least for the sample. So now it looks like this. This is behind, this is in front. But what you want to do is just take this and put it in between, like pull it back, put it in between those two. And then this, just adjust it so it's centered. This becomes the hook. Very basic, just goes like that. And then you can like hook it onto something and then it goes back like that. And it's a very basic design. And then if you want to make a keychain, you can attach a commercial keychain, or you can make your own with the same 16 gauge wire. I'm going to use my little babushka pill bottles here to get the smallest size. I'll just take about an 8-inch piece of the 16 gauge wire. I'm going to wrap it around a round form a couple of times. It's going to be much stronger if you get a commercial key ring, but this is just for the sake of showing you. So we're just going to overlap them, and then we could just clip one end and then clip the other end. And then if you have to soften the ends, just get one of these burr tools and just soften the end with the burr tool. Or if you don't have a burr tool, you can just get a file and just like file the ends. And you see it's separated like that. To get it more lined up, just push this one through a little beyond it, give it a little yank, put it back. And the same thing on this side. Just take this one and then put it through, just pull it a little bit, just so it's more lined up, and then you put it back and it makes a little key ring. You could also cut those on a slant, probably would be better. Then you can just stick the key ring on here, slide it on there, just bring it around. And then if you want, you can also put on some little danglings. You can just get some 20 gauge wire, clip the end, make a little loop on the end, pull it back, and then just put some funky beads on there. So just cut it to about 1/2 inch and then get the looping pliers, pull it back and around. So I made 3 dangles. I'm just going to get some 16 gauge wire to make a jump ring. I'm going to use the bail making pliers and just take this around. This is just a scrap of the 16 gauge wire. Then I will cut it flush on both sides. So just one side, flip it, and then this side. If you have jump rings, go ahead and use your jump rings. Otherwise, make them yourself. So I'm just going to open that up. I'm going to put these little dangles on there. Just line them up here. Just stick them all on there. And then we're going to take our piece that we made and then just attach them on there. And that makes a super cute little purse dangle that you can open, slide on a ring of your purse, and then just close up again. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.